Parliament Square is a square at the northwest end of the Palace of Westminster in the city of Westminster in central London.
Laid out in the 19th century, it features a large open green area in the center with trees to its west, and it contains 12 statues of statesmen and other notable individuals.
From the oldest to the newest, we have
George Canning, by sculptor Sir Richard Westmacott, located at the square's junction with Great George Street. Unveiled on the 2nd of May 1832, this statue of a former British Prime Minister is the oldest statue on the square.
Edward Smith-Stanley, 14th Earl of Derby, by sculptor Matthew Noble, located on the northeast side of the square. Unveiled on the 11th of July 1874, this statue commemorates the three-time Prime Minister known for his impact on the British Conservative Party. Derby is represented wearing his robes as Chancellor of Oxford University.
Henry John Temple, 3rd Viscount Palmerston, by sculptor Thomas Woolner, located near the northeast part of the square. Unveiled on the 2nd of February 1876, this statue of Palmerston, a former British Prime Minister, is depicted holding papers symbolizing his role as a statesman and diplomat.
Sir Robert Peel, by sculptor Matthew Noble, located near the northeast corner of Parliament Square. Unveiled in 1876, this statue of Peel, a former British Prime Minister and founder of the Metropolitan Police Service, is portrayed standing with a dignified expression.
Benjamin Disraeli, 1st Earl of Beaconsfield, by sculptor Mario Raggi, located close to Robert Peel's statue. Unveiled on the 19th of April 1883, this statue of Disraeli, a former British Prime Minister, is honored with a statue showing him standing in a characteristic pose. The statue was the shrine of the Primrose League, a conservative association established in Disraeli's memory.
Abraham Lincoln, by sculptor Augustus St. Gaudens, located on the northwest corner of the square. Unveiled in July 1920 by Prince Arthur, Duke of Connaught, after being ceremonially presented by the American ambassador and accepted by Prime Minister David Lloyd George. This statue of the 16th President of the United States symbolizes the strong historical ties between the United Kingdom and the United States. It is a recasting of his statue in Lincoln Park, Chicago. The sculpture is called The Man, also known as Standing Lincoln, depicts a contemplative Lincoln rising from a chair of state, about to give a speech.
Jan Smuts, by sculptor Jacob Epstein, located facing the Houses of Parliament. Unveiled on the 7th of November 1956, Winston Churchill was unable to perform the unveiling due to illness. This statue of Smuts, a former Prime Minister of South Africa, a prominent South African and British Commonwealth statesman, is depicted mid-stride, symbolizing his dynamic political life. The pedestal is of granite from South Africa.
Sir Winston Churchill, by sculptor Ivor Roberts-Jones, located directly facing the Houses of Parliament. Unveiled on the 1st of November 1973 by Clementine, Baroness Spencer Churchill, the wife of Winston Churchill. This is a statue of the British Prime Minister during World War II. Churchill is depicted in his trademark overcoat, with a stern expression, holding a cane.
David Lloyd George, by sculptor Glyn Williams, located near the south end of the square. Unveiled on the 25th of November 2007 by the Prince of Wales and Duchess of Cornwall. This statue honors the British Prime Minister during World War I, who played a crucial role in shaping post-war Europe.
Nelson Mandela, by sculptor Ian Walters, located on the southwest corner of Parliament Square. Unveiled on the 29th of August 2007 by Prime Minister Gordon Brown in the presence of Wendy Woods, the widow of Donald Woods, a late anti-apartheid campaigner, and the British actor director and longtime friend of Wood's, Richard Attenborough. This bronze statue celebrates the anti-apartheid revolutionary and former president of South Africa, depicted with his hands raised, symbolizing freedom and reconciliation.
Mahatma Gandhi, by sculptor Philip Jackson, located near the statue of Nelson Mandela, unveiled on the 14th March 2015 by Indian Finance Minister Arun Jaitley. This statue is a tribute to the leader of the Indian independence movement. Gandhi is shown wearing traditional attire, standing with his hands clasped, exuding a calm demeanor. The statue is based on a photograph of Gandhi standing outside the offices of Prime Minister of the United Kingdom Ramsay MacDonald in 1931. The statue was dedicated as a commemoration of the centennial of Gandhi's return to India from South Africa.
Millicent Fawcett, by sculptor Gillian Waring, the first woman to create a statue that stands in Parliament Square, located near the Houses of Parliament. Unveiled on the 24th of April 2018, this statue honors the leading suffragist and campaigner for women's rights, holding a banner that reads,
"Courage calls to courage everywhere," an extract from a speech she made after the death of suffragette Emily Wilding Davison. It's notable for being the first statue of a woman in Parliament Square, erected in conjunction with the centenary of women being granted the vote in the UK, following a campaign led by Caroline Criado Perez.
Parliament Square in London is surrounded by several notable monuments, each commemorating significant historical figures and events. These statues not only add to the historic ambience of Parliament Square but also represent a diverse range of figures who have significantly influenced British and global history.